everybody wants to make sure that it reads and everything is fine.
Can you repeat that?
I can promise
Can you start from the beginning and repeat that?
So what happens is we have two tabulators. One of the tabulators is not working, okay? The other tabulator is taking about 75% successful. So 25% of them are being misread, and it could be a printer issue, or it could be the tabulator itself. So when it's misread, you have an option to put it into what's called box 3, and it gets read, whether it goes downtown and gets read manually, or whether it gets refed into our tabulator.
You don't want to adjudicate.
They get read, okay? So no one's trying to deceive anybody.
Of course not. Not on election day. That would never happen, right? No, that would never happen.
So choices are, you know, you guys. Sure.
If I get up there and that happens to my ballot, can I take my ballot with me and go somewhere else?
You cannot leave the premises with the ballot. Sorry, and there's not like you can go
Because
to.
I don't trust to go in a box. The box may never make
No,
it down there.
no way.
All the time.
The choice is.
I'll come back.
The choice is to wait until.
People ask me all the time, hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff, and does it really work? The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. They used to be on there. Let me go in and check and see if I can add them. Sorry about that. They used to be there. I guess they fell off, but I'll put them on right now.
Any comments on the alleged allegation of your connection with Jeffrey Epstein? No.
We must trust the women of America and believe that they know what is in their own best interest and do not require, nor do they need, the government to tell them what is in their best interest.
It's time to take a sledgehammer to the mainstream media's lies and propaganda. The corporate media establishment flat out lies to people, and no one is holding them accountable. They exploit misinformation. They use it to manipulate the masses. They use fear-mongering to create a scared and broken population. It's right out of a communist playbook. I know this because I used to work for the mainstream media. I'm Carrie Lake. You might recognize me from TV. I worked as a journalist and a news anchor for 27 years right here in Arizona. So I know the ins and outs of the corporate media. And I know how corrupt it is. The network overlords craft a narrative. They pump it out to their affiliates, and all of the anchors parrot the exact same thing.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
These media giants have absolute and total control over the information we, the people, consume. They control what we know, and then they tell us how to feel about it.
None of this makes sense to me.
It's not reporting. It's propaganda, and it's biased. It's unethical. Journalism is dead. And as soon as I realized it, I got out. I'm not afraid of the media, and I don't care what they say about me. I care about the people of Arizona. And I'm ready to have a real and honest conversation about what the hell is going on in our state today. Even though we live in the desert, we still have our own swamp. They've had the same establishment cabal running this state for too long. No matter who gets in, nothing changes. Illegal immigration at the border is out of control. Our weak, recycled politicians have lost control to the cartels. Our election integrity is wrecked. Our schools are pushing racist garbage onto our children. And violent crime has skyrocketed. The left wants to burn down our businesses, but we'd rather burn these. But if you dare question the narrative, they'll label you a conspiracy theorist. The real conspiracy theorists are spreading fake news from CNN right down to your local news station. We have lost our way. And that's why I'm stepping up to run for governor of Arizona, to get us back on track. I'm ready to take a sledgehammer to the corrupt media, to destroy the corrupt cronyism that's been in Arizona far too long, and to take a sledgehammer to these weak border policies that are ruining our state. But I will never take a sledgehammer to that big, beautiful wall. As a matter of fact, when I'm governor, we'll finish the damn wall. We don't want Arizona to become a suburb of California. And trust me, when I'm your governor, I'll keep that California crap out of here.
Do Jews run the media? It's a preposterous thing to say, okay? Most people say, and the facts say, do Jews run the media? It's a preposterous thing to say, okay? Most people say, and the facts say, that they don't. But Bob on Facebook here has a documentary, and so I, as an independent thinker, came to the same conclusion: anti-vax, anti-Semite, anti-anything. So now let me just say real quick on who owns the media and controls the media. I worked at MSNBC, one of the largest cable news stations. I had their 6 o'clock hour. That's a very important primetime hour. You know who my bosses were? Irish dudes. And above them were Irish dudes. No, the Jews run everything. No, they don't. They don't. It's just not true. Can you find 1 or 2 Jewish people who have found success? Yeah, of course you can. But you can find just as many Irish guys who have found success. And guys, I've been at the very top of the different media circles, and I'm here to tell you, the room is filled with Christian white males.
I'll let you in your house. This is Lynn Williams' house.
Oh, it's
Lynn Williams.
It doesn't say Lynn.
Well, of course not, because she took all my paperwork and everybody else know it.
If I left my house, say for a month
and a half,
you think you would be entitled to move in there?
Well,
take my stuff.
Well, it's a lot of. I'm not the only one that is squatting. It's a lot of other people on the block. If you want to be technical, you know, and a lot of people encouraged me to do what I'm doing now.
But she wants her place back.
Yeah, but I had put a lot of work in here, and I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
Is that power hooked up legit there?
My power is...
That's not legit.
It's not legit.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed.
What do you do for a living?
I receive Social Security. I don't have
What
no
happened?
secrets.
Disability?
Yes.
What's your ailment?
I'm not going to say.
That's her right.
That is.
Oh, please.
There is no surgical intervention happening to transgender children to change their sex. This is simply not happening. Here are the actual facts. Fact: medical professionals are not giving puberty blockers to children who have not reached puberty. Fact: puberty blockers are fully reversible. Fact: hormone treatments don't generally begin until after 16 years of age. Fact: sex reassignment surgery is considered at 18 based on making certain criteria. Fact: gender affirming care is life-saving care. Share this post to spread facts.
Well, the Gates Foundation has partnered with DFID on a great number of things, and among those are work we do together on livestock, helping animals survive either by having vaccines or better genetics, helping them be more productive. It's making a big difference. I was down in Ethiopia seeing how chickens are out there laying more eggs, getting more nutrition, and even some small savings into the household. So Edinburgh happens to be where a lot of the world's best work on this is done, and that's why DFID and the Gates Foundation are funding scientists here.
For the past 20 years, my wife Evie and I have been the victims of criminal activities perpetrated by a small network of individuals who are out to destroy us personally, professionally, and financially. This network of individuals is manipulating the banking system and the criminal justice system for the purposes of sabotaging our credit and our credibility. Up until a year ago, Evie and I had never had any run-in with the law whatsoever. We are not criminals, nor are we fugitives from justice, nor are we crazy. We are simply artists and filmmakers who are being racketeered on. We believe there are to be a malignant tumor of star whackers in Hollywood, how many people do you know personally who have died suddenly and mysteriously in the past 5 years? I have personally known 8 actors, all of whom I have worked with and was close to. Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine among them. I believe these actors were whacked, and I believe that many others, such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money. In the meantime, many a celebrity's image and marketability is being co-opted and destroyed. Google helps out by keeping the negative stories near the top of a celebrity's webpage because it's the negativity that brings in the advertising revenue.
Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all gonna need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're gonna be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.